Before satellites, before planes, before compasses as we know them, there were maps. Ancient maps, drawn by hand, that showed the world with a precision that should have been impossible. Maps that revealed continents hidden under ice and coastlines that modern science would only confirm centuries later. These maps shouldn't exist, but they do. The most famous of them all is the Piri Reis map, drawn in 1513 by an Ottoman admiral named, you guessed it, Piri Reis. He openly claimed he created it from much older sources, maps passed down from civilizations long forgotten. When modern experts studied it, they were absolutely stunned. The map showed the coastline of South America perfectly. But below it, it depicted a landmass unknown in his time, Antarctica. What makes this truly bizarre is that Antarctica was drawn without its ice cap. It showed mountains, rivers, and valleys that today lie hidden under 2 kilometers of solid frozen land. Scientists only confirmed the accuracy of this subglacial landscape in the 20th century, using advanced satellite imaging. But this map had been drawn 400 years earlier. How could that be? And it's not the only one. Another map, known as the Orontius Finaeus map, made in 1531, also showed Antarctica with the same impossible details. The same rivers, the same shape, exactly as it is beneath the ice. It's as if someone, thousands of years ago, had mapped the entire Earth back when the poles were still free of snow, when the world was a very different place. Then there is the Zeno map from 1380. It shows Greenland and parts of North America with incredible detail, long before they were officially discovered. The Cantino map from 1502 perfectly outlines the coast of Brazil. The Dulcet map from 1339 shows islands in the Atlantic that no longer exist today. How could so many ancient maps share details that should have been impossible for their time? There are only 2 logical possibilities. Either all these cartographers were miraculously, coincidentally accurate, or they were copying something ancient, something older than recorded history. Some historians believe these maps are just fragments of even older charts, created by a lost civilization that existed before the last ice age. A global civilization that may have known the true shape of the Earth long before disaster struck. Perhaps the survivors of that cataclysm passed their knowledge down to later generations, a faint echo of their world that eventually reached the mapmakers of the Middle Ages. Could these be the remnants of Atlantis? A civilization advanced beyond our imagination, one that explored the globe long before anyone else, only to be destroyed by a great flood. Their cities were lost, but maybe their knowledge was somehow preserved, hidden away in secret libraries, under ancient temples, or buried deep beneath the sea. When scientists analyzed the Piri Reis map, their findings were even more startling. The map used spherical trigonometry, a complex mathematical method not supposedly invented until hundreds of years later. It also depicted the curvature of the Earth perfectly, as if the original mapmaker had seen the planet from the sky. Even experts from the United States Air Force and NASA have admitted that the map shows features they didn't discover until the 20th century. So the big question remains, who made the original maps? Who had that kind of technology, that kind of perspective, that kind of knowledge? Some believe ancient humans possessed advanced technology that was simply lost to time. Others suggest they were taught by beings not of this world. What if our history isn't as simple as we're told? What if it's far older, far more complex, and what we call myths are just broken memories of real events? The Great Flood, the fall of Atlantis, the survivors who traveled across the Earth carrying the last fragments of their knowledge. These ancient maps might be their final message to us. A warning or maybe a record left for the future. Proof that humanity has risen and fallen many times before, each time losing what it once knew and having to start all over again. Today, these incredible maps sit in museums. They're locked away, studied, but never truly understood. Officially, we call them coincidences, mistakes, or cartographic illusions. But maybe, just maybe, they are the most honest evidence we have that our world has a past far greater than we can possibly imagine. Ancient maps that should not exist ... yet they do. And they all whisper the same thing, again and again. We are not the first to know the world. We are only the latest to rediscover it. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the mysteries of the past. See you next time.